You ready, Blue? Alright. You ready, Blue? What's up, Colts fans?
Bart, how you doing?
Let's go!
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
It is a wonderful time of year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's September. That means we're right there. We're right there.
I can almost taste it.
We've got 6 days till the NFL kicks off. The Lions. The Chiefs. Football.
How about a nice football? Football? What's a football?
Ah! Come here, Blue. Hey. Oh, yeah? This is my buddy. He doesn't want to be up here right now, so I'm going to let him down. Hey. Oh, yeah? Let's get into it. The Colts, obviously they gave Jonathan Taylor permission to seek a trade, and the deadline was Tuesday at 4 p.m. The same deadline where all 32 teams had to have their rosters cut down to 53 people. I hear you, buddy. I'm going to let him down. Let's get into it. The Colts, obviously they gave Jonathan Taylor permission to seek a trade, and so Jonathan Taylor's still on the pup list. Jonathan Taylor wasn't traded. The Packers pursued him. The Dolphins pursued him. I read on the internet that the Colts apparently asked for a wild trade from the Dolphins that included Jalen Waddle. Okay, a talented player for a talented player, whatever. You know, Chris Ballard spoke to the media earlier this week, and he said that we want something back from him. We're not just gonna let a talented player like Jonathan Taylor walk out the door. So it makes sense for the Colts to try to get something out of him. They don't want just a 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, 2nd round pick even. They asked for a 1st. If they ask for Jalen Waddle, and you're not willing to give up Jalen Waddle for Jonathan Taylor, or whatever the package might be, I don't know. Look, I know that the Dolphins aren't going to come up off of Jalen Waddle. I know that because they think that they've got something going with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But you want to add a different dynamic to your game. You want a guy that can run the rock, 67 yards at any given moment. We've got the cat cam down there.
All right, we got the cat cam on.
Okay. Anytime Blue makes an appearance, you'll see him down there on the cat cam. Today's Wednesday. I want to introduce you to my good friend, Andrew Duck. Yes, Andrew Duck is one of 4 ducks that we have. We also have, I don't remember how many chickens, at least 14 chickens out there. They just started laying eggs. Cool! Now, apparently, Jonathan Taylor liked the tweet and then unliked the tweet. I'm not real sure what's going on. It's been a weird off season. What do you think, buddy? Do you think Jonathan Taylor's gonna play? Do you ever think he's gonna play for us again? Do you think it's odd that when asked about, you don't want to be held, do you? When asked about why you haven't signed that great player, Chris Ballard keeps going back to the fact that we've only won 4 games last year. Part of the reason why we only won 4 games last year is because Jonathan Taylor was banged up. I'll let you go, buddy. Jonathan Taylor was banged up, and it just wasn't a good season. I think Jonathan Taylor, you got to pay the guy. There's kind of a standstill between the two parties. Jonathan Taylor wants paid, and the Colts don't want to pay him. This is my observation. The Colts don't want to pay him until he plays this season. It's getting kind of ugly. He was put on the physically unable to perform list, which means he will miss the first 4 games of the season. Now, there's a bunch of other stuff that honestly I'm not quite sure I understand myself. If he misses a certain amount of more weeks, that this year won't count towards his contract, so he would still be under contract with the Colts. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That's something that I don't think a lot of people, including myself, quite understand how any of that works. Also, the Indianapolis Colts cut Isaiah McKenzie. Not real sure why. The Colts now only have 3 wide receivers on their current roster. Chris Ballard says they're doing roster mechanics. It's probably just, GM talk for like, hey, we're looking at a couple guys. Be patient. Right? So right now it's Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, and Josh Downs. Isaiah McKenzie, I think that everybody thought that he was going to come in and kind of be the mentor to Josh Downs. Solid veteran option for Anthony Richardson, but he got cut. He could come on the practice squad. I don't know if he will be picked up by another team. I guess there's a reason why the Buffalo Bills released him. I guess there's a reason why the Colts released him. We might see him back on the practice squad. The Colts released Mike Strawn, a wide receiver that's been on the roster, kind of on the tail end of the wide receiver room. He's a real big guy. Catches a couple balls. He's got, but he just hasn't really flashed. He hasn't really shown anything like, hey, I'm a guy, but we got him on our practice squad. We released him. We signed him to our practice squad. Maybe that's what we do with Isaiah McKenzie. Who's out there? What wide receivers are out there? Blue, do you have the answers? I think Blue wants out. Blue, are you okay, buddy? Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Hey, I could play wide receiver for you guys. Hey, I could catch a cold in the desert. You hear me? You hear me? Listen. Coach Shane Steichen, Chris Ballard, Mr. Irsay. Hey, you want to call me? Just hit me up at the comment section. Okay? I got moves, man. I can shake them. I got the... If you need a 4th wide receiver, I'm your guy. Okay? I'm a Colt through and through. Right? Ain't nobody who loves this team more than me. Alright? Anyway, let's get to some more positive stuff. Anthony Richardson. Woo! I think this is the first time that I've talked to everybody since he played the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I thought it was a little odd that he didn't play the Bears in Indianapolis to kind of get the crowd riled up, I thought that was kind of odd. But he played against the Eagles. The Eagles are a much, much better team, but he played against their 2s. That's cool. That's cool. I'm happy that he played. And I was watching him sling that rock. I was watching him run all over the field, run around all that, But I'll tell you what, man, he got that rocket on him. He got that. You know what I mean?
All 32 teams had to have their rosters cut down to 53 people. I hear you, buddy.
Good luck to everybody in their fantasy football drafts if you haven't drafted already, except the people in my league. I hope you all lose. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I hope you had a good time. Until next time. Go Colts!
Hello. Check. Check. I just need to get there. We go. Flip like that. How's everybody doing? Alright. Check. Packers pursued him. The Dolphins pursued him. Twitter. For a talented player, whatever, you know. I Krent. Andrew Duck. Cool. Yep, I'll let you go, buddy. Jonathan Taylor was banged up, and it just wasn't a good season. I think Jonathan Taylor